Hey, welcome to Guitar by the Glass, episode 25. This is my first podcast of the year. I've been really busy. I got married, so that was pretty time consuming. And also I've released my third free Guitar by the Glass book, which has a whole ton of songs in it that I'm really proud of chord charting out because I spent so much time on it. But it's up on my website. If you go to the books button on the top and click on it, you can download it for free. You're welcome. This next song that I'm going to do, the first one of the year, is Little Man by Tom Waits because guy Manuel, I think his name is, from Germany, emailed me and said, hey, if you do Little Man by Tom Waits, then I'll send you a bottle of wine. And why am I doing this if not for wine? This is Guitar by the Glass. So nobody's ever paid me to do a session, so this will be my first one. I don't know how you send bottles of wine overseas. I don't know if you get lazy and don't do it, I'll forgive you, but I like the idea that I'm doing this for wine. So let's do this. Let's get into it. So Little Man by Tom Waits. Tom Waits is my favorite performer in the world. And I hadn't really heard this song much until Manuel said, hey, can you do this for me, please? Because his nephew is being born soon. It's probably born by now, but I said I was a bit busy. Has a lot of weird chords in it. I'm just going to go through the song slowly. You can see all the chords charted out on the actual sheet. But you know, I'll sit here and show you how I move my fingers if you're on YouTube. All right. The intro. Good old A minor. Sure as fire will burn. Then we got B minor 7 flat 5. It's played all the way through. You really want to bar your first finger on that second fret with all the middle strings, the middle 4. Put your ring finger down on the 3rd fret of that D, and then your that was my middle finger, and then my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B. There's one thing. Oh, that's just the intro. Okay, so A minor, B minor 7 flat 5, E7. I usually play my E7 without my ring finger, but I think for this song, you put your ring finger down on that 2nd fret. Sounds a bit more like the song to me. So getting into that first verse. Sure as fire will burn. A minor 7. There's one thing you will learn. Now is that awesome B minor 7 flat 5? Those things that you have cherished. The G7. The G7 that I'm playing here, I actually do the version of G7 where my little finger's on that 3rd fret of the B string, because he sings between those notes. You have cherished. So I want to make it so that when I pick my guitar, that it also picks the notes that he's singing. C6-9. I don't know how you're supposed to say this, but I play this up at the 8th fret, and then 7 below that. And you want to actually bar the next few 7s. So 8, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8. Beautiful, huh? Are things, that's an F7, that you have learned. E7. Luck. If you can see my fingers for the D minor, I use my pinky in this chord because you'll see why in a sec. So I've got my 1st finger, 4th finger, and then my middle finger. Luck is when So when I go to that G7, my pinky is already on that 3rd fret. C added 9. My pinky's already on that 3rd fret. Tunity. Back to C. B minor 7 flat 5. Meets with preparation. as you can see on this sheet, I've never done this before, but I wrote A minor 7, put a tiny little 5 there, just to remind me that I'm playing up at the 5th fret. A minor 7 / G at the 5th fret is just a whole bunch of 5s. So that's 0 on that A string, and then 5, 5, 5, 5. There's your G note there. Preparation. A minor / F. And the same. I love the sound of that chord. So you're playing an A minor there. Put down that C note with your pinky. But then play an F root note. Same is F13. True. Which has got that pinky on that 3rd fret again. If I had spent more time, I'd probably find that it's almost in every single note actually. But I don't know. For every generation. So that's the whole intro there. Let's go into the next bit. You know what? Let's just sing and play that bit. So the intro, A minor. B minor 7, flat 5. Sure as fire will burn, there's one thing you will learn. Those things that you've cherished are things that you have earned. Luck is when opportunity meets with preparation. And the same is true. Oops. For every generation. Sorry about the little mistakes there. Kick in the 6/8 time. Little man, as you climb upon my name, the whole future lies in thee. So that B diminished 7, that little circle means diminished. The way you do that is, that's a tricky chord to get to, but the way I do that is I play an E7. I start with an E7, and then I just move my ring finger to that 3rd fret. Because if you don't start with an E7 chord, all of a sudden you're playing this chord you've never played before and your fingers get confused. So you go, alright, E7 with that weird finger there. In the little man, little man, never hurry, take it slow. Things worthwhile need time to grow. Little man. Alright, so we're at G diminished 7 /A. So make sure you play that A string open. And then you've got your barring, just like we did for the B minus 7 flat 5. We're barring the 5th fret, the first 4 strings, and we're playing the 6th fret on the G and the E. I love diminished sounding chords, they sound so great. And then C sharp diminished. C sharp diminished is the way that I remember diminished chords from the 2nd string is they have this diagonal thing about them. And then I put my ring finger which actually has a ring on it now, on the 5th fret there. So getting between those two chords is the hardest part of this song. And I'm still kind of getting it down as well. Don't look. And that da-da that you can hear me do, it's not in the chord at all, but I do that because I love playing melody notes. So you play that C sharp diminished, and then I get my ring finger and I play the 1st fret of the 5th string. Don't, and then I pick up my index finger and I play the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Don't look. Man, I should have practiced this a little more before I started the lesson. Don't look back to that D minor again. There are things that might distract. See more melody notes. 1st fret, open, 3, open, 1. Move ahead towards your goal. That's weird, just a normal C chord. And the answers I will unfold. Little man, love is always in the air. It is there for those who care. Little man. Oh, here we go again. G diminished 7, 8, C sharp. Don't look back. There are things that might distract. Move ahead towards your goal, and the answers will unfold. Little man, love is always in the air. It is there for those who care. So you notice that little man has an A minor with a little 5, so I play the A minor up at the 5th fret. Just because I noticed on the piano he does this. And I really want that in my chord. Which is just the 5, 5, 5 on the first 3 strings. And then to the E7, you can go down. Little man. Or you can do what I just figured out, which sounds beautiful, is play an E7 up at the 7th fret, which is a C chord, with your pinky down on that 7th fret of the G string, yeah. Little man, little man. Yeah, that's the whole song. I guess I can just play through it just once. And that's it. I think I've gone over everything I want to. So, intro. Sure as fire will burn, there's one thing you will learn. Those things that you have cherished are things that you have earned. Luck is when opportunity mates with preparation. And the same is true for every generation. Little man, as you climb upon my things worthwhile need time to grow. Sorry about that. Little man, don't look back. There are things that might distract. Move ahead towards your goal. The answers will unfold. Little man, love is always in the air. It is there for those who care. Little man, don't look back. There are things that might distract. Move ahead towards your goal.